show. I hate bad secret media.
Hey there, gamers. Welcome to the Secret Levels Podcast. On this week's episode, it's a little special one because, you know, love is in the air. Valentine's Day is very soon, and you know what? We got some love to share to you listeners. And you know what? Guns and cowboys and aliens too, because who doesn't love that around Valentine's Day? And here's your host, Player 1, Jenny Bean.
Hey there, gamers.
And I'm your co-host, Player 2, Goobs.
So, Goobs, you want to tell them what game we're talking about this week?
Well, before we get to that, you're jumping the gun here, Jenny
I'm
Bean.
so excited!
We have a wonderful network that we're a part of, the Somebodies Network. Go check out those great people and those great shows.
Yeah,
because there are a lot of good people, and we love all of them, and we're going to spread a whole bunch of love on this episode.
That's right. Valentine's Day isn't just for your significant other, it's for all of the
For
things
everyone.
you love.
Valentine's Day should be every day, because love everyone every day.
All the time.
Don't bring the hate, bring the congratulate. Congratulate all your friends on being your friends. And be our friends by going to anywhere that you can rate this show and rate us 5 stars. Or 1 star. Just spread the love, you know? Love, love, love. It's all you need. That's what some 4 people in some band used to think.
Yeah, I don't know who they are, but... You know.
The Monkees?
I think so.
Well, I was getting a lot of hate for that. No,
we're
talking about the Beatles,
Come on,
folks.
we love the Beatles here. We're joking.
So, Jenny, let's jump right into it. We're playing a game called Wild Guns on Super Nintendo.
Now you're playing with power. Superpower.
That's right. So this is actually a game that we just recently discovered, and we loved it. So we thought, what better game to review? Because we wanted to pick a game that we could play together.
We're going to pick a game, because couples like to play together.
Exactly.
Not all couples, but some couples like to play video games together, and we've played video games for 15 years together.
They say the couple that games together stays together.
Damn right they do, especially between the sheets. Wow. But, so we played lots of games. When we first met, we were playing the Lego Star Wars series that first came out when we first got together. Yes, that's dating our relationship.
Yep.
As I said, 15 years, and we played Katamari together.
Yep.
Love that. We played numerous games together, so we're going through, because we wanted to do something special for the Valentine's season. Like, let's review a game that couples can play together. And we were racking our minds, and then we played a little game called Wild Guns on Super Nintendo, and we're like, hey, that's kind of different, and we enjoyed playing it together, so we delved deep into that. And that's why we're talking about that game today.
Yeah, that's right.
Something new, because you gotta spice up your life in a relationship, right, folks?
That's right.
Relationships tend to get bland after so long. Not bland, but like, you get used to each other, comfortable. You gotta throw in a nice game like Wild Guns in there to spice things up.
Exactly.
Get that blood pumping. You're Clinton, you're Annie, you're running around, you're shooting people. Like, oh, this is exhilarating, it's something new. And this is what we're going to be talking about today.
So should we grab our 6-shooters and grab the reins and head on into this?
Well, I have a big rifle. You may have a 6-shooter in your hand.
We do have rifles. I just thought 6-shooter was so westernly badass.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Nice people.
Motherfuckers.
Alright, so we'll start with, this game is made by Natsumi. Release date was July of 1995 for North American. It came out in 94 European, but we're not there, so we didn't get it till 95. As you already said, this game is on Super Nintendo. There is remakes now. You can get it. It was remade on the Wii, and then they have Wild Guns Reloaded for the Switch. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's another way you can play it.
We picked that up as well after playing this game. We're like, yeah, let's get that version too. It's pretty much hand in hand with this game. Almost the same thing, just a bigger, wider screen, and you get a couple different power-ups.
Yeah, some new characters.
2 new characters as well.
Mm-hmm. So it's a cool aspect. So it's a 2-player game, and it's classified as a space western arcade shooter. I kind of think it's more like it's an arcade shooter for sure, but gallery style, kind of.
Yeah, it's like your classic, you're shooting at the screen, but your characters are actually on the screen, so you're looking at them in the third-person state, and people will come on in the shooting gallery, like Jenny said, but you have to shoot them as they pop up, because that's what you do in a shooting gallery.
Exactly.
But when they shoot at you, there's little dots that come onto the screen, and you gotta dodge those to your best skill, because once that hits you, you're done ski.
When they say look out.
One shot, one kill. Yeah, when look out pops up above your head, you better look out, because you gotta dodge or you're dead.
So before we get into any more of the gameplay aspect, would you like me to tell you the riveting story of Wild Guns?
I'd love to hear it, Annie. Let's break out our campfire and listen to some old classic songs.
Please tell me you brought marshmallows.
No. I didn't bring no shitty DJ.
Can we sing Kumbaya?
Sure.
Okay. Phew. Well, first I'll
Kumbaya, robots. Kumbaya.
Okay, so, picture in your mind, beautiful Annie, this poor girl.
She is pretty smoking.
Blonde hair.
Clint, though, he's the real star.
We gotta get to Clint. Hush, hush. So first we have young woman Annie. She is looking for revenge against the Kidd family for abducting and killing her family.
That's like some Punisher shit.
Right? That's intense. But, maybe Kidd's just a dick. Maybe Annie's family was shady. Who knows? But she is looking for help from the renowned space bounty hunter Clint. Da-da-da-da! Cowboy Clint rocks it. So although he says he doesn't need Annie's help because, he's a man, can do it himself, she insists, claiming that she has a personal vendetta against the Kidd family and she's mean with a rifle. So that's pretty much your story of the game, honestly.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
With aliens and revenge.
Right.
Or alien robots.
For game completion time, I've seen the last speedrun I saw that was done was about a month ago by somebody named...
Did you find that on speedrun.com?
I did. That's where I was going to go to next. So from speedrun.com was Skunky48, and he beat this game on hard in 20 minutes and 20 seconds.
God damn it, Skunky.
And because let me tell you, this game, we'll just jump into gameplay about this anyways, but this game is tough.
Yeah, it's very tough.
It's hard. Maybe I just stink, but it's hard,
No,
man.
you were holding your own, too, when we were playing through.
It's very difficult.
But you'll have one of those runs where you jump in and you think you got it, and then the one screen pops up, and you have tons of people flooding the area, and you're concentrating on one side of the screen, and the bolt will come from the other side. You don't see it coming, you can't dodge in time. Boom, you're done. Or they'll have a character that comes in, a bad guy, come walking in from the left or right at you.
Oh yeah, I call him Shanky McGee.
Yeah, so you'll come up with a knife, and he'll try to stab you, and you can't shoot him. You have to wait for him to come close enough, and you hit the shoot button, Y, I believe it is, and then you'll punch him or throw him or do something to get him away from you, because he'll sneak up on you and he'll shake you.
Yeah, because you're so concentrated on the mass amounts of enemies on the screen that you don't even notice this guy coming in. So for gameplay, like you said, this is a third-person shooter, which for this style of game at that time, this was one of the first games to be done that way, where you could actually, like you said, see your character, move your character around. A lot of games
it's pretty much like an arcade shooting game, but you can see your guy.
Exactly, because that's what I was
about to say. And you gotta interact and move around and stuff like that, like we said.
Yeah, because a lot of those games, all you would see is hands or the gun, or literally just a crosshair. Or you're holding the gun, and you see the arm. You just see a crosshair.
Not even a crosshair. You just shoot at the screen.
Exactly.
Yeah. A la Duck Hunt.
That's right. Yep. Exactly. So, like you said before, your options for movement are you can dodge, you can roll, or you can jump. When you roll, you're supposed to be invincible.
Yes.
I could never figure out the roll, I'm not going to lie. I always just kind of double jumped and hope for the best.
Well, once you double jump, you're kind of rolling through the air, and you're invincible during that, too. That comes in some very helpful in some stages later on.
Yeah,
because when you're having 10 guys shoot you at the same time, or a giant massive robot come at you, you can dodge them midair and then be okay.
That's right. And another thing that you already mentioned that we'll just touch on again to make... for you to really understand that this game, this is another thing that makes it so hard, is that it's one-hit kills on you. If you get shot, you're dead. I think they give you 3 lives.
You get 3 lives, and then once you pass the first level, you go back to the... You can at least on the Super Nintendo version, it wasn't really that on the Switch one, but we're mostly reviewing the Super Nintendo one on this episode. So you get to go back and you get to choose through the 4 other episodes
after
or
you've
levels.
beaten Carson City, the first one.
Yeah, Carson City's the first level. You can go on to the mines.
Yeah, we've got Desolation Canyon, Armored Train, Ammunition Depot, and the Gold Mine, and then you've got your final stage.
Yes. And all those levels bring variants of difficulty as well. Each one gets harder than the other.
Yeah, and I found, too, what I really liked about this game, jumping ahead of myself a bit here, but one thing that I really enjoyed was that every stage, every level, had at least one new bad guy in it.
Yes.
Like,
so it changes it up that little bit.
Yeah, like Desolation Canyon had the dicks who popped out of the ground.
They were dicks.
Yeah, the Armored Train had the
called them Diglets.
Yeah, the Armored Train had the cowboys on the horses and the flying guys.
Oh, and the guys, the muscular men pumping
the pumpers.
There'd be like a train that comes in shooting rockets at you, and you can blow up each separate rocket launcher, or you can take out the two bastards on the front of the train going up and down the good old pump carts like you see in the Acme cartoons.
You were close.
Or Looney Tunes, not Acme. But they're probably pulling Acme
Guaranteed
shit on
that's
it.
where it came from.
Oh, because they actually did use those pump cars back in the day.
Yeah.
I was just going cartoon references.
It's fun. So what I thought was kind of cool too was each level. So in each level, they each have 3 stages, and you've got a mini boss. And you've got a main boss fight. I thought that was kind of cool. It makes the levels a little bit longer.
You go through, you beat the first level, like the first one, Carson City. You go through, and at the end of it, you fight this big
robot
who looked like a bandito, kind of, and he would start shooting at you. You smoke him. He's pretty simple.
He's like a bunk store Gundam.
And the second one, you fight this guy in a purple suit who comes out and just pretty much runs around pissing his pants the whole time. If you get shot by him, it's sad, because he's pretty simple.
Because he's terrible, yeah.
You shoot him, he'll get upset, start crawling around all over the place. You shoot him. Maybe he drops his gun. I don't fucking know. I couldn't see, but...
Yeah, too much.
And then at the last level, you fight a giant robot who takes up most of the screen. And he has a big Gatling gun for an arm. And he'll punch the ground and punch you and kill you, because that's what his goal in life is, to punch and kill you.
And that's all in, like, one level, Carson City. So it's pretty cool how they break it up like that. I thought that was kind of neat.
And all the sprites are pretty lively, too. They'll come...
Oh, my God.
They'll come running
sprites are great in this game.
I really enjoyed the graphics on this one. They'll come running out.
Of fun.
And once you play the game a few times, you'll learn where people are coming from.
Exactly, because it does fit the same thing.
There's not too much RNG on this game. Like, people are where they should be at the exact time.
Yeah, like, once you memorize it, no one, like, this guy probably who did it in 20 minutes has probably played this game, like, 8 million times.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everybody's coming out, because it's always the same.
But I like that repetition in the game. That's how you hone your skills at something like this.
I think that's good. It works on memory.
Especially with a very hard game like this. You got okay, this is coming here now. Your brain just learns to adapt. Your fingers adapt, and you're perfect. You're good to go.
That's right. So this game consists of 5 total levels, and then you've got your bonus ones, so technically 6. Or sorry, not your bonus, your final fight. You have 2 bonus levels.
Bonus level's kind of like a shooting gallery with little cardboard pictures of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Pop up and you shoot them and you get extra scores and probably lives.
The first one's like a bad guy pop up. The second one, there's like rocks and barrels, but you have to shoot guys passing on carts kind of thing.
It's a fun little extra game to have.
Yeah, it is fun. The game's got some really cool power-ups. On the screen, everything shows up like the first letter of the power-up name with guns. So you have S gun, which is your shotgun. M gun, which is machine gun. G is...
Grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher.
Which I love getting. So you get that thing in your hands like... Oh, hello, boys! Boom, boom! Just start blowing everything up in sight, 'cause it's a very, very powerful weapon.
This is something that I never got. I don't know if we ever got this at all, but apparently there's a pea shooter, and it's awful, so you just want to use it up so you can get a gun back.
I know, I never got the pea shooter.
And then the V gun is Vulcan, so it's just pretty much it's really powerful, and it's really fast firing.
Yeah, that one's pretty much like a chain gun. Mm-hmm. You get that there's a little meter in the bottom underneath your score and everything that charges up, and once that's fully charged, you get that very, very powerful weapon. You can actually decimate anything on screen. Speaking of decimating everything on screen, you also have a bomb that you can use.
You literally read in my mind. That was the next thing I was going to say.
That's why we're a great couple, Jenny.
That's true.
So you hit, I think it was X, and then all of a sudden you detonate whatever blows up in front of you. Because you can, if it's on the other side of the screen, it won't hit it sometimes. I was trying to use it on some bosses.
Yeah, it's got to kind of be with
the big robot one on the first level, and he was over on the left side. I used it on the right side, did not hit him. So it's kind of got to be in the vicinity of where the bad guy is, which makes sense. But Clint would use a detonator, boom, and blow up a grenade, and what's her name? Annie would shoot up to the sky, and then bombs would ensue.
We should let the listeners in on our little inside. So we really enjoy this game, so we always call them Wild Gun Clint and Wild Gun Annie.
Yeah, we always get hyped when we're...
Oh yeah, I'm like, you ready, Clint?
I'm ready, Annie. Let's go to the OK Corral.
We have a great time farting around with this game. You can
cosplayed helps relationships.
Exactly. You can change your characters.
You filthy animals.
You could change your character's costume color.
Oh, yeah, you gotta match each other,
Yeah, so
too.
if you want to match or whatever, yeah, you got
Couples
it.
like to dress alike, so she would pick a color, I would pick the matching
You
one.
just pick, so we're always in
And then when I get mad at her, I pick a different color, because I'm like, okay, you died on the first level 3 times. So, I'm not dressing the same color as you. Maybe next time you pick up your slack, Annie, Clint will join you,
That's
but
right.
not this time.
So did you have a favorite level out of the 5?
What was it, Desolation Canyon? Was that one of the levels? Yes.
The ground dicks.
Yeah, with the ground dicks popping up. It's pretty much like a wide open desert. And you got 2 robot turrets popping up. Take care of any robot turrets
Right
when
away.
you can in this game, because they will come back and haunt your ass. They shoot multiple bullets really fast, and you won't see them coming until it's too late. Take care of them ASAP. Pro tip by Goobs.
So this is one of your favorite levels, least favorite boss? Because the big tank thing is the boss
tank
in
was a
this
dick.
level. Yeah, so I find this game really funny because it's very Western until all of a sudden the robots start popping up, and then it's just hilarity.
Well, they integrate the robots pretty similar.
Pretty early, yeah. But going into this game, when I saw, because all we knew about this game was the title screen. So I thought that this was just a Western game, so it was...
Well, right away in Carson City, halfway through, you get those 2 little rolling
guys.
robots that come in from the left and right.
Mm-hmm. That was my first thought, that something was kind of up.
Something's askew here.
Something's a little suspicious. For me, my favorite was the gold mine, and I'm not gonna lie. It's not because of anything, except for those guys dancing on the mine carts. In the second stage.
The first one was kind of a pain in the ass. You get guys in the background, and there'll be a big blimp that comes in. The guys are really tiny on top of it. It's kind of like a dam or on top of the mine shaft, way back in the distance. They shoot at you, and it's hard to see them sometimes.
And then you got the guys on the carts.
You got guys on the carts whipping up, and they'll hit you with a pickaxe, and they'll shoot at you too, depending on how far they get up to you. But on the second one, you're inside the mine. And you get these guys that go across on the minecart. They're doing like a fancy little jive.
Like hip shake, yeah. They got their arms out. It's like they're hula dancing, but just like,
It's kind of like, what the fuck is Elvis doing
and
here?
it's just flying past you. This is so funny.
And we cracked up so many times at these guys with our playthrough. It's like, oh my Jesus.
And that probably does have my favorite boss, which was the Robo Crab thing. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, at the very end of that one, you get a big crab that comes down. And you'll have 2 big pinchers that will smash you if you don't avoid them. It's pretty easy to avoid.
Yeah, they are. You kind of.
And then his face will pop up from the background into the foreground, like, oh, and you just smoke the shit out of him. It's good to go into those with a bunch of bombs, to be honest with you, because...
Honestly, with any of these
you
bosses.
want to get rid of these bosses as fast as you can, because they can be
They pack
dicks.
a lot of punch. Like, that tank one from the Desolation Canyon is ridiculously hard. Like, really, they're all hard. You've got that one. You've got the robot one you talked about.
You got the big train.
Yeah, the armored train on the armored train level. Go figure. And then you've got that that alien-looking ship that looks like it has vertebrae hanging, like the spine hanging from it.
Oh, that's not a spine hanging from it. That's a wiener.
Well, to me, it's
Remember how we were saying this is a wiener alien?
Yeah, I know. But I wanted to not say wiener alien, so. And then,
You just did, though.
I guess. Hey. So the final fight stage is the only level that's 4 stages long. So I mean, you pretty much see all the bosses and mini bosses you've.
Yeah, the mini bosses will repeat. You will fight that robot from the first level, Carson City. You fight him multiple times. You'll fight the guy who likes to piss his pants after you shoot him.
Yeah.
You'll fight the trench coat guy. You fight those guys multiple times, but that's fine. Because, like, they changed the colors on them at least and stuff like that.
It changes.
But the end level boss is always different, which is great. It's not repeating the same shit.
Yeah, so your final fight stage, your first stage is you have 2 of those Robo Cowboys from the first one. Second stage, you've got guns on the roof, and the boss is the pee-pee pants guy and the trench coat guy.
And then you have to fight the mini boss from the mine level.
Yeah.
The little spaceship before you fight the big spaceship.
Yeah, and then you've got one of the stages, the third stage is a lot of those knife guys, Shanky McGee's.
Yeah, Shanky McGee's will come out and try to get you, but you gotta have your peripheral vision ready. Because those guys will come up, sneak up on you, and be like, no, get out of here, it's my sandwich. Punch them right in the jaw, knock them out, send them to the next day.
Side note, that is still one of my favorite commercials of all time. Back off! Get your own sandwich! Like, I love that commercial where they're fighting with the lunch boxes. Oh my god. Send me that video all day long.
Bobby Hill. That's
never
my
even
purse.
thought
I
of
don't
that.
know you. Kicks him in the dick.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that completely.
And there's something else I forgot about, too, when we're talking about controls and gameplay
We
and
haven't
all
even
that
gotten
stuff.
to controls, and we're just finishing gameplay now.
Oh,
Gibbs. Calm down.
No, I'm not calming down. I'm hyped up.
You're wrecking the flow.
I am Wild Gun Clint.
Wild Gun Clint.
So, also, besides your attack and all the specials you get a lasso as well.
Oh, yes.
You tap Y as fast as you can, because you hold down the Y to shoot.
Yeah.
But if you tap it a couple times, you'll pull out a lasso you can throw, and it will slow down your enemy, like kind of stun them for a few seconds. Which comes in very handy on some bosses like the robot Bandito from the first level.
Yeah, but which is also a big pain in the ass when all you want to do is shoot somebody and you're throwing a lasso.
Yeah, we've had that happen a few times.
Yeah,
where
it really
we're hitting the button to shoot, and they're like, oh, why am I throwing a lasso right now?
Exactly.
I am dead. But, like, once you understand how many times to tap to get the lasso and lasso.
Yeah.
Lasso me if I'm saying it wrong.
I'll lasso you.
Hey, it is near Valentine's Day. You can tie up your loved one if you want, folks.
Only if they're consenting.
Yes, no, definitely if they're not consenting, don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that.
2019, year of consent.
The right to consent.
What could possibly go wrong?
But yeah, it's great because you can freeze them up for that moment. And
so, because sometimes that second is all you need to just like refocus. Because sometimes I find I'm losing my crosshairs. I'm like, where am I pointing? Like, because there's so much going on.
on the speedrun I watched, I never thought about using it on the big bosses, but you can totally use it on the big bosses. You can lasso them.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Shoot them multiple times, lasso them again,
Yeah.
shoot them multiple times, and rinse and repeat, and you got it.
I think the next time
Bob's
we play
your
it,
uncle.
that's what we're gonna do. But one more thing.
But not Bob from Creedence Guild. He's not my uncle.
No, because that'd just be creepy. Not because he's creepy, just because I feel like we're not that far apart in age, so it'd be weird.
Not that far apart.
That's what I mean. I feel like we're not that far apart in
Be
age.
a great uncle.
I'm not saying he wouldn't be. Bob's your uncle, you know.
Not
you
Bob's
said.
my dad. That'd be weird if Bob's my dad.
Yeah, I guess. I guess uncles can be young. But so going back to the final fight stage, I feel like we should touch on who the final bad guy is. I mean, spoiler alerts, but who are we after in the first place? Kid, the Kid family.
Fighting Kid.
So you finally fight Kid, and like, I had read this story, and then get to the end, and he was like really disappointing. I thought he'd be cooler looking. He's just some lame dude with a holding a shotgun with
And
a
a
bunch
red
of lackeys.
trench coat.
Yeah, a bunch of lackeys and some robo guns. I mean, it's hard, but
Oh yeah, it's definitely hard.
I was just a little.
And he'll come up to you in the foreground where you are, and he'll fight you on your level and try to stab you.
Yeah. He's
Like, yo,
Shanky McGee, man.
He has a big shank, though. You gotta watch out for Kid Shank.
Yeah, you really do.
But yeah, he's pretty easy dispensable. If you got this far in the game, you can take care of this. Take care of this guy.
If you made it that far, good on you, and I think you're gonna be okay in the end. So you want to talk on? I mean, there's not much to say about controls, but how did you like the controls? Did you feel they worked well?
I thought they felt great in my hand.
I thought they were good. Yeah, I mean, responsive. I mean, really, again, all we're doing is aiming and shooting.
Well, you really need your jump and your
That's true. No, your
control stick to work
dodge.
well.
Yeah, no, you do for sure.
'Cause
you want it to be.
Control stick also controls your cursor on the screen.
That's true.
As it would.
Yeah.
And so you gotta pay attention to where you're going and
I find it's interesting because you can't move because I mean, again, it's a Super Nintendo controller. You can only move one thing at a time. You can only either move your person or your cursor. So you can only move your cursor if you're stationary.
yeah.
And you can't,
Like if you're jumping, you're not moving that cursor anywhere.
So if you jump all the way across the screen, your cursor's still going to be pointing at the other side of the screen where you were. So you got to move it. But I mean, that's a given.
But that can work in your benefit though. If the characters are on the other side of the screen and they're on the left side, you're on the right side, your cursor will stay on the left side. So you can control it over there while your character's in the safe on the right.
Yeah, I found these controls really responsive. Did definitely what I wanted them to do when I wanted it to do it, so I have no complaints about control.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of the left and right side, like we play this game as a couple. We were Clint and Annie, motherfuckers.
That's right.
And so she would control the left side of the screen, I would control the right
My
side.
your side.
And then every once in a while there'd be a power up. I already had one. And I'd be like, Jenny, over here, and I cover her side of the screen, give her fire back up. While she went over to my side of the screen, picked up the power up that she needed, and go back over to completing it. Just like couples goals,
He's
you know?
good to me, gamers, you know. You want to be that kind of guy, or if you're a girl,
well, you helped me play through the review of Super Mario World.
That's true.
And then I was giving you lives and stuff like that, feeding you.
Stop telling the listeners how terrible I am at video games.
I'm sure they already know.
This, again, is another one of those games that if you've heard me on any other level, you've heard me say numerous times that, like, this is not normally my kind of game. I suck at this kind of game. Again, it's the same thing with this. I stink at these kind of games, but this one, didn't matter how much I stank. I still had a blast, so.
That was a super fun game.
So what'd you think of the music? Did you like it?
Oh,
Did you
it was high-paced action music. Kept you right in there.
It did. It sucked you in, right? You're like, come on! I really dug the music,
first few playthroughs, we listened to the music, and then... As we do, we like to put on some other music when we like to play games as well. Like, I get a good feel for the music, and I appreciate the sound effects and everything like that, which are crisp on this game. A lot of fun.
They are good.
Especially the Desolation Canyon. That's why I love that game. Because love that level because of the music. But then we throw on, we're listening to like 50s and 60s, like old school music when we're playing it, to feel like in the vibe. So
we were having fun.
We got some like Johnny Cash going on, and like the bird is a word, or the surfing bird would jump on, like, yeah, we start just feeling the music and get right into it, because we love singing along together and just having a good old couple's time while playing a great game.
And I mean, I think it's a given to say that, I mean, obviously it's a given to say that obviously we love the music, and it's another given to say that for our favorite characters. I mean, obviously, I played as Annie, you played as Clint.
Oh, we should have switched things up and went...
I don't want to be Wild Gun Clint. He's too much man for me. You could have been, but Clint is too much man for me.
Annie's not enough woman for me. Because you got my hands full.
Calling me fat? I'm kidding.
No, not at all.
I know. Okay, so Goobs, would you like to guess? Because I stink at eBay, and I can't tell what's a reproduction or a replica or not, so with prices. So I went to this lovely website that has nothing to do with this episode at all, pricecharting.com. Would you like to guess what they say the game is loose?
I know this is a pretty expensive game, so I'm going to go with $75.
$201.30.
Loose?
Complete in box, what are you guessing?
Well, fuck, if that's the price...
With prices like that, what are you guessing?
$450.
$672.24. But what I would really like to know is how they got this new price. Maybe still complete in box and sealed? Would that be the only way to get it, right? $850.
I know this game was very limited in its release.
That's
so
what I think, because there are some on eBay that are like $15-20, but I think those are like reproductions. Yeah, but
those are definitely repros. I know this game was an expensive one, that's why I took my guess up there, but would you say the first price was for loose?
Loose, $201.
Yeah. That's one of those games like Earthbound. That's
and
up there in price.
And now let me stop you here. This website did not specify US dollars or Canadian. So if this is US dollars, that's like 300 Canadian dollars.
Oh, it'd probably be like loose. 270, 300.
Yeah, loose. But honestly, gamers, if you can find this reproduction of this game for cheap, pick it up. Or pick up the Switch version or the Wii version or something.
Yeah, you can find it on the... Well, the one for Switch is limited as well. If you find it, pick it up. You can probably also download it. And you can also go through nefarious means to play this game, which I don't blame you if you do.
Are there still nefarious means left to play this game?
People have their ways, honey.
Excellent. Let me know those ways. I love you all. Okay,
but yeah, no, it's definitely something worth checking out.
Yeah, like it's...
But for that price... Oh,
I really like this game, and I wouldn't pay that much for it.
Wait, if you're a completionist on your set, right? You're trying to complete the whole SNES library, 100%. You're a fucking millionaire.
I understand, but yeah, you'd have to be.
But repro is a good way to go.
I mean, if you just want to play it, like to try it out and play it, and I mean, really, who's gonna know it's a repro beside you if it's sitting on the wall? No one's gonna know. We won't tell them, gamers. We promise. We'll keep your secrets.
Your secrets are safe with us. Hey, Jenny, are you going to get high?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to... What is this?
Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that while you're in the bathroom, and then when you come back, we can just get going, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. What is this? Did Goobs buy me a new bong? Like, I don't even know what this is. Oh my gosh!
What happened to my lamp? Why is it hot in here? Why does it smell like Bob Marley's corpse?
I am so Sorry, but who and
Jenny
what
Bean!
are you?
How dare
do
you
know who
wake
I
me from my
am?
slumber? Because I know your ancestor, the Genie Beanie.
Eeny Beanie, Genie Beanie?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
She's my lover from a different time.
Tell her I said hi. What are you here for?
I'm here to give you a very, very special secret about this game, Wild Guns.
Were you listening to us?
No, never, but you startled me by smoking the marijuana that is legal in Canada throughout the lamp that I live in.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
So at the character select screen, hold down select button and press AAA, BBB, AB, BA, BA, and then B. And you can pick whatever level you want to go on your great adventures.
Oh my gosh, Goobs Genie, thank you so much. That's
Is there
amazing.
11-7 nearby? I need a sandwich. I am hungry for some reason.
I'll go make you one right now.
Oh, see you later, Jenny B.
Bye. Oh my gosh, Goobs.
Oh, what the?
I'm
It
sorry.
only
man.
smells like sulfur after I get back from the bathroom, but it smells like freaking the devil's lettuce.
I'm sorry, Goobs, but like, I only smoked a little bit, but let me tell you what you missed.
What did I miss?
You missed a freaking genie! I thought this was a bong! It's a genie lamp!
This stuff is very high grade. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything. I think it's all inside your head.
Gamers, message Goobs and tell him that it really happened.
Hashtag genies aren't real.
Hashtag Goobs Genie is real. So, because you missed all the fun, you want me to fill you in on some fun facts on the game?
Welcome to Fun Facts with Jenny.
I like it.
That's a bong noise.
I love it.
Not
Sure,
that
he
I know
can-
what that sounds like.
Hell no. So, for this game, I couldn't find too much fun facts, but I did find some stuff. I found it really interesting that although it wasn't listed, the budget on this game was really small. Development lasted for only 5 months.
Really?
Which for a game being this solid, I'm really surprised. And this next point surprised me even more, that...
Well, it only is technically 6 levels.
True, but this blew my mind, that the staff on this game only consisted of 3 main members and 2 support staff.
Wow.
You had 1 graphic designer, 2 programmers, and then 2 people on like the sound and the music and stuff like that.
Holy shit.
To me, maybe
That's
it's
something
just,
like an indie game.
that's what I was thinking too. This game is hailed as a cult classic because of its great co-op gameplay and its graphics for its time. Like, the graphics still hold up today when we were playing it. It looks great.
Yeah, well, we're into the 8-bit,
Yes,
or not
for
the
sure.
8-bit, the 16-bit
16-bit.
style.
Yeah. The gameplay...
Any of the old bits.
Yeah, any of the bits.
And Jenny, she loves them old bits.
I don't know how to take that. So, I'm going to tell you that the gameplay for this game was highly influenced by arcade games like Blood Bros and Dynamite Duke, both of which I've never played. I'm sure they're great.
Haven't played them as well.
Yeah, I never heard of them, actually, honestly.
Blood
but-
Bros?
Blood Bros and Dynamite Duke.
I have to look into those.
Yeah, could be interesting. This, of course, because I'm a manga lover, I found this was great for me. The scenery for this game was inspired by a manga called Cobra. So
Okay.
pretty much Cobra, it was set in the far future, so that's where you get your futuristic from. The series of Cobra tells the story of Cobra, who is someone who lived an adventurous life until his enemies began to hunt him down. He surgically alters his face, erases his own memory to hide from his foes and have a normal life.
Is this a story of Cobra Commander?
I know, right? Maybe that's where Cobra Commander came from.
She has his head underneath that blanket.
Yep.
That blanket is his mask.
I know, right? This game got really good ratings, even in its time, and with the remake getting great ratings. Nintendo Power gave this game, I think a 4 out of 5. Remakes were getting 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And yeah, honestly, that's about it for fun facts. There wasn't really a lot. It really blew my mind that only 5 people made this game in 5
that's really
months.
impressive.
I really thought that
To
was
bang
cool.
out something of this quality in that time. Because there's some companies, looking at you, LJN,
That
that spent a
have more-
longer
and
time with
way
a lot
more
more people,
people, yeah.
and completely made shit the whole time.
I feel like exactly what you said, except for the fact that it came from Natsumi, that this was made like an indie game.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what it
sounds
seems like.
very. The only thing behind it is the company name that's big, and I don't know if Natsumi was big back then. Were they?
I don't know.
I'm
They're
not
pretty
sure.
big now.
Now they are, yeah, for sure. So is it time to rage? Can we please?
Let's rage, Bean. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
So this is our patented rage meter, and in this we tell you about how much this game made our blood boil, how much it made us want to cut our toes off. Shout out to Ripkin, one of the derailers.
This game pissed him off so much he only has 9.
We love you, buddy. But yeah, so I'll go first. I'll touch on this. I'm going to give this game a 6.5 on the rage meter. It will drive you to your edge. No, not even 6.5, 7. This game will get your blood boiling indeed. You got the bad guys coming at you relentlessly. You'll be able to learn the patterns. Like, I remember playing this game way back in the day, but I haven't gave it a good go up until this point. In doing so, fresh start, frustrating as all fuck. But once you get used to it and you're learning the levels, learning where the patterns, where the guys coming from, their shot types, it gets easy as it goes. I'm still sticking with my thing, solid 7.
I like it.
Because it will get you going. But once you get that shotgun in your hand, you start blasting those freaking dick diggers.
Fucking digger dicks. You done raging?
I'm done raging.
I'm gonna give this game a, let's say, 8.
Oh, a solid half hot, half warm, half cold.
All because of it's hard for me because this game fucking pisses me off. I want to give this game a 10 because, like, Goobs is being very nice, okay? First level, first stage, I'm done. 3 lives, dead. Like, he's saying I held my own. I didn't hold shit but a freaking gravestone for myself.
Well, we can mention when we played the newer version on the Switch where you share lives.
Oh my god, we had to stop playing that version because all of a sudden he dies and he's like, why is it game over? And I'm like, I've died 4 times.
You share lives on that one. You get 3 lives or 4 lives between the two of you. And she died a couple times, and I died right before the main boss of the first one, Carson City. And then I'm like, why am I dead? She's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah. But the reason I won't give this game a 10, I'll finish my explanation, is because I really love this game. Like, there's certain games that I can just get past that it pisses me off and I can just have fun with it, and this is one of those.
This game is so good that you want to beat it, no matter how hard it gets at times. You just want to keep pushing forward, and just give it your all.
That's right. But I also don't take it too seriously because I know I'm not good at games like this and I just have fun with it. So yeah, I'm going to go with an 8 because it is hard as fuck and it pisses me off.
All well, after the rage, we need a
happy rate.
Happy music right now. It's nice and soothing.
Oh, so happy.
And we're going to rate this game right now. And we're going to rate the game from 0 to 10. Let you guys know what we think about this personally. We're going to touch base on a lover's level.
On a lover's level.
Welcome to lover's level, folks.
Are you loving your level
That's
first?
a different podcast altogether.
Wow.
No, we give love advice.
Are you giving lover level first?
No, I went last time. You go first.
You went first last time. I went
first. Whatever. Lover's quarrel.
Okay, I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. I love this game.
Holy fuck.
I have more fun playing this game than I've had with any game recently that I've played besides the new Kingdom Hearts. I love this game.
What made you give it that much high of a score? Was it the company that you keep?
It's part of it.
I'm pretty awesome.
No, it's part of it because this is okay. So, little insight here to a real relationship. Newsflash, listeners, if you haven't been in a real relationship, there's a lot of arguing sometimes, especially during things that you're trying to do really good at.
Oh, if you're playing a game like Lego Star Wars?
Poor Goobs here, bless his heart. I am terrible at video games in general, but some more than others. Anything that involves aiming and jumping, I stink at. So a lot of games we play,
get mad at each other
we will
in
get
Lego
in
Star
arguments.
Wars because I'm like, make this jump.
Like, just do it, Jenny. And he's getting so mad at me. So this game was one of the first few that we have played that even though I sucked, I never got yelled at. We just had so much fun.
I'm not saying I'm vicious.
No. But it's more because I feel bad that I'm like, I know that in certain games, I'm holding you back in a game.
It's like in a couple. We all each have their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. I can
And
sew,
Jenny is
you
most
can
video
game.
games.
Jenny is really good at
RPGs and puzzles.
video games and fighting games.
Yeah, you're decent at best.
Want to play some Ultimate Ninja Storm? Get your tissues out, baby boy.
Oh, she's getting mad now, folks. Yeah, let's play some Kirby's Dream Divorce. Her face just went sour.
So I'm going 9.5 because graphics still hold up.
9.5? You went up 0.5?
Did I say 9 or did I say 9.5? 9. Sorry. I'm not going up. I'm staying at 9.
You're not pulling the goobs?
No, because I was thinking 9.5 before, and I was like, no, it's a little too generous because it's really hard and it makes me angry. So 9 because graphics are on point, gameplay's tons of fun. I can play with my bestest buddy, partner in crime, player over here that I have my most fun playing video games with. So that's for me a 9. What about you?
Well, I'm not going to go as high as a 9, but I'm going to give it a solid 8.
That's good.
Because a 9's pretty prestigious.
Are you saying that my company is not worth a 9? I'm kidding.
Well, no, Karen, her ass was kind of a pain throughout this game.
Actually, since I had to play with you, I'm rating it out of fucking 3.
I had the complete opposite as you.
You only had fun because I suffered.
This game had everything going for it. It's a very unique kind of game. I haven't played something quite like this before, and I may be missing out. If there's other games like this, please let me know. Contact me on Twitter or wherever the fuck you contact me, or the Secret Levels podcast, and let me know if there's another game like this. I have to check out the Blood Bros and stuff like that.
Dynamite Duke.
Dynamite Duke. But yeah, I found this game to be very unique. Graphics, freaking love them, especially when the Reloaded one we played. I might be swaying my vote a little bit there. That was a lot of fun. That game looked crisp as hell. This game's still crisp. The sound is there. Controls are there. And I don't know, man. I love Old West shit.
You do love Western shit.
I love old Western movies. I love Western games. I love, even though I have Red Dead and haven't touched it yet, I'd rather play this than that, and that's what I did.
Yep.
Because I love retro and Western, and this game brought all that. And aliens, because, not aliens, robots, but who doesn't love robots as well? This game has a lot to offer. If you haven't played this game, take a seriously...
Yeah, we cannot mention,
Take
really
a seriously second to go try to find this game for
stick it
a decent
into
price.
your brain enough that, if you can play this game, play it. You're doing especially if you have someone that you like to play video games with, you can play 2-player.
And the one you can grab on the Switch has 2 extra characters. You can play as a girl.
Yeah, and you can play up to 4 players on Switch.
Yeah, you can play up to 4 players. Now, I imagine how much fun that would be, just bombing the shit out of everything.
It would be really cool.
You can be a dog called, what the heck was his name?
Oh my god, it's pissing me off. I can't remember. What was the girl's name? Big Bertha or something?
No, it's not Big Bertha.
I don't know. We gotta look it up.
Yeah, so you can play as Bullet the dog, has a sentry drone with him, and Doris, who throws grenades non-stop, and she can throw
up to 5 or 6.
5 or 6 bombs at a time, just decimate everyone above you. Or in front of you, not above you. They could be above you as well.
They could be anywhere.
And she also had a Thunder Punch. But yeah, we're not really touching on that game, but go try that game. If you have 4 friends, definitely play that game.
Finish him.
So you can find me and Jenny Bean at the Derailers on Twitter, and I'm GoobsWN.
I'm at the Derailers on Twitter, and you can follow me on Instagram at Lil Sock Puppets.
And go send some love her way, because she's a great wife and a great host of this show.
I gotta be something to put up with yo nonsense.
Damn right. And the Derailers has her best friend Ripken on there with us as well. And we talk about a topic every single week, and then run the train right off the tracks and take it to who knows God where, because...
We don't know.
Yeah, we can start off with Nerf guns and up at freaking dildo sweaters. Who knows? We definitely don't, but the ride is worth taking.
It's a lot of fun. 3
friends sitting down shooting the shit just like you and your buddies do, and you can be a part of our buddies because we're all somebodies around here.
That's right.
And you can also go check out Derailed Wrestling on YouTube. It's a great little show that we got going on. Me and Ripken made a whole bunch of wrestlers in WWE 2K19 now. Yes, we're up to date finally. It's taken us a while, but we are there, damn it. And our roster is just running wild. The inmates are running the asylum, and belts are on the line. Everything's on the line. Lives are on the line, because who knows what will happen to Derailed Wrestling.
Know.
It's pretty fucking intense. Go check out that show. And check out, he's not here right now, but go check out Secret Transmission. because that's a great show that the main host of this show, Toby, does. And he talks about cryptids, zoology,
serial killers,
UFOs,
paranormal,
aliens, all sorts of shit, small wieners, the devils. Go check out Secret Levels podcast.
Secret Transmission podcast.
Yeah, Secret Transmission podcast.
And then this show, I believe you can find on Twitter and Instagram at Secret Levels.
Yes.
You can find the Facebook group, Secret Levels Facebook group.
Go vote on the game of the month.
Vote on the game of the month. You can talk video games with everybody. Goobs isn't there, but Toby's there. I'm there sometimes whenever I'm on Facebook.
You can easily talk to me on Twitter. Just go to Goobs and send me a DM or do whatever. And I have no problem taking time to talk to any of our levelers out there.
And
or our secret friends.
I think you should call them your levelies.
My levelies?
But, you guys also have that Smash thing, or is that not something you can...
If you guys like to play Smash Brothers, just send me a DM. We have a special group going on Discord, and I'll have no problem bringing you guys into that.
Yeah, so lots of fun ways you can...
And as I said earlier of this episode, rate our show 1 to 5 stars if you can. Take that little bit of time to share some love to your favorite friends, because you are favorite friends.
That's
right. And if you want to show a little bit more support, you can go to www.tpublic.com/user/secretlevels. But one of the great designs that Toby has made on your chest and to show that you're a proud supporter of the Secret Levels podcast.
There's so many awesome choices, guys. Like, seriously, it's hard to find something that you don't like there.
There's a lot of fun.
Toby
Nostalgia really kicks you in the balls on that one.
Done his due diligence on the shirts, so... Just a minute!
Hey there, Annie.
Oh, Clint!
Got you something for Valentine's Day, sweetheart.
Oh, Clint, you're so sweet. Come in and sit down. Let me see what you got.
How are you doing today, beautiful?
Oh, Clint, you just too smooth.
I got you something to match your beauty and your ferociousness.
Oh, Clint, let me open it up.
Here you go, sweetheart.
Oh, you got me chocolates.
Are you disappointed with the chocolates, honey?
I like chocolates, but I was really hoping for a new gun.
Oh, well,
Like, I know you told me to give up the pistol lifestyle, but I just can't help myself, Clint. I'm a wild gun at heart.
The guy at the store said give you some chocolates and everything will be good there, honey.
Clint, I really think you should turn around.
It is time to die, Clint.
I'm gonna throw these chocolates at this robot. Hopefully it'll work.
Ouch. But chocolate does not kill robots.
Clint!
You should have got you a gun.
You really should have got me that gun.
Game over, folks.